But, in terms of what's happening at All In, this card is shaping up to be a whole lot of fun. And you take all the drama aside that's happening with AEW right now, and you think about this show breaking every attendance record in professional wrestling history and the amount of talent that is going to be here at All In at Wembley here in London. Man, I cannot tell you how excited I am to see this. It is going to be one hell of a night morning here for us in Wembley.
And I think that if you were to tell any of us 6, 7, 8 years ago that there would be another wrestling company other than WWE that is going to come close to selling out Wembley Stadium, 80,000 plus, you'd go, come on, man. That's insane. That's not actually happening. Yet here we are. And like you said, this card is stacking up to be really, really memorable. This is going to be one of those moments. And I hope that we can appreciate this as wrestling fans, because so often this does not happen in wrestling. You're just like looking at like, what's next? What's next? What's next? I hope that we can take a moment that day when it's happening and go like, just step back for a second and realize just the gravity of the moment and the gravity of the situation. Like, this is actually happening before us. This startup wrestling company that came out of nowhere in 2019 somehow survived the pandemic. No other wrestling company that was 6 months into their television deal would have survived what happened in 2020. And now they're doing a show like this. Let's just like take a second when it's happening to appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, we're on with Chris Van Vliet here on the Mark Hoke Show. What are you looking forward to most on this card?
I'm going to selfishly say Will Ospreay. Like, I'm such a big Will Ospreay fan. I think Chris Jericho is one of the greatest of all time. And he's one of those people that no matter what gimmick he's had, and we can go all the way back through this with Lionheart and Y2J and Suit and Tie Guy Jericho and the List and the Ocho and the Painmaker, and the list goes on and on. He gets them all over. So I think that Chris Jericho against Will Ospreay and Will Ospreay's home country, that's the match that I'm looking forward to. And selfishly, it's because I've been a Will Ospreay fan for so long, and I don't feel like if you're a North American wrestling fan only, you've really seen the best of Will Ospreay. I feel like this is the type of match where we're going to go, oh man, I need to go back and watch everything else that he's done. I will also say that there's going to be a really iconic moment in my mind. I don't see any situation where MJF doesn't, leave as the champion here. And I think there's going to be a moment, I would think, at the end of this where MJF is holding up the championship in front of that sold out crowd there. And that's going to be a photo. I think an iconic photo for AEW for many, many years moving forward.
I don't know. I'm waiting for this Adam Cole backstab to happen. I'm still calling it.
I think it's inevitable, but I think it has to happen. But
Adam Cole is going to be the bad guy in this whole thing.
Yeah, well, we see that, but you never know, because now everybody's thinking that they may swerve it around, so we just don't know. But